You know that feeling when you're just getting by, checking your bank account balance, and then, wait a minute, there's actually a little more than you expected? It's like the first sign that things could actually start to change for you. And yet, instead of celebrating, you start to second guess yourself. Is this a fluke? Should I use it all for my bills? If you've ever felt the weight of living paycheck to paycheck, where every small decision about money feels like a tug of war, then you know how it feels to get that surprise boost and wonder if it will last. But what if I told you that small savings, just $5,000, could actually change the trajectory of your financial life? I'm not talking about huge investments or complex financial strategies. We're talking about $5,000. A small number for some, but for many it can be a game changer. My name is Chris Cash, and I spend way too much time thinking about financial psychology, why some people are able to build wealth effortlessly while others stay stuck in the same cycles of struggle. If you're someone who feels like you're always one step away from breaking out of that cycle, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Now here's the thing. We've all heard it before. You need at least six figures to feel wealthy. Or the even more popular myth. $1 million is what you need to retire comfortably. But what most people don't realize is that this conventional thinking is holding you back. Let's talk about something different today. Let's talk about the $5,000 rule. Why saving just $5,000 can create massive opportunities. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, $5,000? That's barely enough to pay off debt. Hear me out. Let me show you how this small amount can be the first domino in a much larger financial transformation. Look, most financial experts will tell you that the first step toward wealth building is saving big. Start with $10,000, then $100,000, and everything will just fall into place. But here's what they're missing. It's not about how much you save, it's about the momentum you build with the money you have. Here's what most people don't realize. Saving $5,000 doesn't just help with paying off debt or making the next big purchase. It creates a shift in your mindset. It gives you that extra breathing room that says, hey, I can actually plan for the future. I'm not just surviving. Let's take a step back. Here's how $5,000 can completely change your financial future. When you have $5,000 saved up, your brain switches from survival mode to growth mode. You're no longer worried about where the next dollar is coming from, or if you can buy groceries without maxing out your credit card. Imagine you've just saved your first $5,000. That feeling, it's freeing. Suddenly you start thinking, I could save $1,000 more next month, and then $2,000. The trick is, this first $5,000 has unlocked a different way of thinking. It's a mental shift. You've proven to yourself that you can save. Did you know that 66% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings? That's right. If you can reach $5,000, you're already ahead of most people, financially speaking. That's right. You're ahead of most people just by taking that first step. It's not about how fast you can get to $5,000. It's about consistency. Once you've crossed that $5,000 threshold, it's time to look at how you can make that money work for you. Here's where the real magic happens. Compound interest. If you invest that $5,000 at a 7% return, in 10 years you could have over $10,000 without adding a single extra cent. But don't just take my word for it. Let me show you how it works. The longer you leave that money in your account, the more it compounds. And the more your money works for you, the less you need to work for it. Once you've saved that $5,000, you're not just increasing your wealth, you're also increasing your financial confidence. You no longer have to worry about running out of money for unexpected expenses. The next time an emergency pops up, you won't panic. Your confidence starts to grow. And that's when you'll be ready to take on bigger financial opportunities. A small emergency fund can help you avoid the anxiety that comes with every unplanned expense. Research from Vanguard shows that having an emergency fund of just $2,000 improves financial well-being by 21%. Imagine what having $5,000 can do for your peace of mind. Now you've got a cushion that protects you from life's financial surprises. Instead of stressing out about the unexpected, you'll feel prepared for whatever comes your way. Once you have that $5,000, here's the tricky part. Don't blow it all on something impulsive. This is where your discipline comes in. Use it wisely. Whether it's putting it in an investment account or growing it with consistent savings, this $5,000 is the seed for your future wealth. The true power of $5,000 lies in its ability to grow. Here's the thing. The earlier you start, the better. Saving is great, but investing it is where you get exponential returns. If you save $1,000 a month and invest it, in 5 years, you could see over $50,000 in savings. But it's not just about the savings. It's about how that money can grow once you start investing. Let's break it down. $5,000 today can turn into $10,000 in a few years, thanks to compound interest. But when you combine that $5,000 with consistent monthly investments, you'll be surprised at how quickly your wealth begins to grow. The $5,000 rule isn't just about having a financial cushion, it's about giving you a sense of control and freedom over your finances. It's a mindset shift that goes beyond just saving money. Start saving small. It's not about how fast you can get to $5,000. It's about the consistency. Put that $5,000 in a high-yield savings account or low-risk investment to start generating returns. Use your emergency fund wisely. It's not a rainy day fund for impulse purchases, it's your safety net. Reinvest your savings. Instead of taking the money out, invest it for the long term. Watch your money work for you. Over time, you'll see that $5,000 turn into something more powerful than you could have imagined. Don't underestimate the power of small savings. The first $5,000 is just the beginning of a larger journey toward financial independence. Once you've crossed that threshold, you've unlocked something bigger than just the money. It's the mental shift that changes everything. So, if you're ready to take control of your financial future, don't wait for the big number. Start with the $5,000 rule. Start small, stay disciplined, and watch as your financial life transforms. Now that you've crossed the $5,000 threshold, you're in a position where you can really start thinking about your long-term financial independence. This is where your mindset begins to shift. Instead of thinking about your next paycheck, you'll start thinking about the next 5 years, and the 5 years after that. Most people get caught up in the immediate gratification cycle, living paycheck to paycheck, and struggling to think beyond the next bill or the next expense. But the beauty of saving even just $5,000 is that it opens the door to thinking about the future. It creates the foundation for long-term financial independence. And that's where true financial freedom lies. Here's something most people don't realize. Small, consistent savings add up over time. Imagine you're able to save just $100 a week even after reaching your $5,000 milestone. That's an additional $5,200 in savings at the end of the year. But what if you invested that $5,200 in a diversified portfolio with a return of just 7% annually? That's $5,200 growing into over $6,000 over the course of a year. It might seem small at first, but over time you'll see the effect of compound interest working its magic. And if you keep saving, even if it's just a little, and keep investing, your wealth will grow exponentially. When people think about saving and investing, they often think it has to be all or nothing. Either you're saving a huge chunk or you're not saving at all. This mentality can be paralyzing and keeps many people from even getting started. But the truth is, consistency is what really matters. It's not about making a huge investment every time you get paid. It's about setting aside a small amount every month, whether it's $50 or $500, and investing it. This consistency compounds, and over time you'll see your savings grow. Small wins lead to bigger wins. Once you have your $5,000 saved, it's time to get strategic. It's important to set financial goals with clear milestones. Maybe your first goal is to build up an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses. After that, you might aim to save enough to invest in your first property or stock portfolio. These goals don't need to be monumental right away. Start with what's achievable and build from there. The key is to break your larger goal down into manageable steps and keep track of your progress. Once you've saved your $5,000 and your mindset has shifted, now it's time to look for opportunities that could grow your wealth. It could be investing in the stock market, starting a side business, or taking that extra money and using it as a down payment for an asset that can generate passive income. Opportunities don't just appear by chance. It's about being financially prepared when the right chance does come along. That's what $5,000 gives you, a buffer to take calculated risks. One of the biggest advantages of having money saved up is that it gives you the ability to generate passive income. Imagine this. You use your $5,000 as an initial investment in a low-cost real estate property, or invest in a diversified stock portfolio that pays dividends. These small investments can grow over time, and before you know it, you've set up an income stream that doesn't rely on your 9-to-5 job. The power of passive income is that it works for you while you're living your life. You don't have to work extra hours to get it. You just need to make smart, strategic decisions with your saved money. We often talk about investing money in stocks and real estate, but have you thought about investing in yourself? Sometimes the best thing you can do with your $5,000 is to invest in your skills, education, or business ventures. Consider taking a course, attending a conference, or hiring a coach to level up your career. Investing in personal development has the potential to pay off in ways that no other investment can. It might not give you instant returns, but over time, it could significantly increase your earning potential and open new doors of opportunity. Now, while saving is important, financial literacy is equally crucial. Learning about budgeting, taxes, investment strategies, and personal finance will make sure that your $5,000 isn't just sitting in a bank account, losing value to inflation. The more you understand about managing money, the better equipped you'll be to grow it. It's a powerful skill that anyone can develop with time and effort. When you're financially literate, you stop being a passive player in the game of money and start making your money work harder for you. It's tempting to put all your savings into one place, but diversification is a key principle in investing. Rather than placing all your eggs in one basket, consider spreading your $5,000 across different investment vehicles. You can invest in stocks, bonds, ETFs, or even a real estate fund. The more diversified your investments, the more protected you are from the volatility of the markets. Diversification reduces risk while maximizing the potential for growth. The $5,000 milestone isn't just about building wealth. It's also about developing discipline and patience. The more you delay gratification, the more control you'll have over your financial future. Instead of buying the newest gadget or going on an expensive vacation, choose to save and invest. The rewards come later, but they're far more powerful. The sooner you make this habit part of your life, the sooner you'll see the fruits of your labor. The most important thing to remember is that $5,000 is just the beginning. Once you've saved that amount and experienced the shift in mindset, you'll be motivated to keep building. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. The first few feet are slow, but once you gain momentum, the snowball picks up speed and grows exponentially. Your first $5,000 is the start of this process. Keep saving, keep investing, and watch your wealth grow over time. In addition to saving and investing, another strategy that could amplify your wealth is taking advantage of tax-advantaged accounts, such as IRAs or 401ks. These accounts allow your money to grow tax-deferred or tax-free, which means you don't pay taxes on your earnings until you withdraw the money. Or in the case of Roth IRAs, you don't pay taxes at all when you retire. Contributing to these accounts can help you save more for retirement, while also giving your investments a leg up thanks to the tax breaks. If you're just starting out with investing, it's important to avoid the temptation to time the market. Dollar cost averaging, DCA, is a strategy where you invest a fixed amount of money on a regular schedule, regardless of the market's ups and downs. This strategy reduces the risk of buying at the wrong time and helps you smooth out the effects of market volatility. Whether the market is up or down, you'll be investing consistently, which means you're building wealth steadily without trying to outsmart the market. Once you've saved your $5,000 and are ready to invest, there will be plenty of opportunities for you to chase the latest shiny object. Whether it's a hot stock tip, a cryptocurrency investment, or the next big tech startup, there will always be something tempting you to take action. But remember, it's important to stick to your strategy. Don't get sidetracked by trends or hype. Focus on your long-term financial plan and stay consistent with your goals. The more disciplined you are, the more likely you'll achieve your financial independence. Achieving financial success isn't something you have to do alone. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who are also committed to growing their wealth and improving their financial future. Being part of a community or network can provide support, motivation, and accountability. Whether it's joining an online community or seeking mentorship from someone who's been where you want to go, having a support system can make a huge difference in your financial journey. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, small savings today can lead to massive opportunities tomorrow. See you next time, and remember, keep making smart money decisions. Your future self will thank you.